Hello, Jeff. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert at Zucor Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website on to me for analysis, and that is what I'm doing in this video. Now, I'm also going to show you in this video how to make more customers online. That's the basis of what I'm doing here. I'm going to show you a few things that you can implement right away. I'm going to show you how you can beat your competitor, Cloud Roofing, because they are beating you online, and I'm going to show you how you can turn that around. Now, the first thing I have to say is that you have a beautiful website. You clearly paid some money for it. You have custom photographs. It's a great layout. It's interactive. It shows people a lot of information. And it has, if I was a customer, I would enjoy coming here. It's a year behind. I don't know if that was the last time somebody updated this, but it's always good to have the current year on it. But aside from that, I would have no issue saying that this is a wonderful site. Now, what I will say is that I have a tool that I subscribe to. It's called Ahrefs, and it gives me the metrics of your site, which are not bad by any stretch of the imagination. But it tells me that I need to go and do a Google search. In this case, I did San Antonio, Texas roofer because that's where you are. So the reason I do that is because Google is responsible for 96% of the traffic on the internet. I mean, think about it. How do you get to sites that you have never been to before? Probably through Google. So what that means is Google is responsible for 96% of your traffic too. And most people don't know how Google works. So if you don't know how something works, you can't make use of it. It's that simple. So I'm going to show you how Google works by explaining this results page. And the first thing I need to tell you is that everything on a Google results page is ordered by the Google algorithm. And the Google algorithm is looking for three basic things. I'll talk about those as we move along. But those three basic things are what forms the idea in the algorithm, if it had an idea. It doesn't, of course, but where things go. Now, right at the top here, you can see these folks, they call it sponsored, meaning that they paid to be there. It's not like they helped out the Little League team or Google for that matter. There they are again. Now, below that sponsored ones, we have what we call the map pack. And this map pack here is made up of these three roofers, aside from the one up there that paid to be there. And these three roofers did something that these roofers down here did not do or did not do well, and that is they filled out a Google business profile. Now, that sort of tells Google that you are interested in playing ball in the Google world. That's why they want you to fill it out. It's going to ask you how many years you've been in business. It's going to ask you what your hours are on a daily basis. And it's going to ask you to prove that you own the website. And the reward for doing all of that precisely and thoroughly, because after all, they are a computer company, is being rewarded with this spot up near the top of a Google search. And there is money at the top of a Google search. I will show you more about that in just a second. Here we go. I'm going to show you more about it now. Cloud Roofing is the #1 contractor underneath the map pack. They are the first ones that you encounter. Now, if you go to this and do the same search tomorrow and next week and the week after, you're going to find Cloud Roofing at the top unless somebody else does something within their website, which is what I'm talking to you about, to help the algorithm put it higher in the results. Now, that is that is what we're talking about. And this is the second thing. The first thing was the algorithm wants the business profile. The second thing is that they want content. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to go to your site and I'm going to copy and paste your homepage into this word counter. You have 1,654 words. You have no idea how happy that makes me because Google wants 1,500 words. So you have exceeded that. Here's Cloud. They have only 1,153. Generally, you would be the winner here because you have 500 words more than you do, than they do. That is wonderful. Now, here is what it comes down to. Words are not equal at Google. So even though you have more, and Google does want content, you have 1,200 keywords. That is excellent. So much better than sometimes I did a site just recently that had 4. So 1,200 makes me just thrilled. And here is what your competitor at Cloud has, 2,900. Now, I'm going to show you what they have, just so you can see. Obviously, a lot of it's going to be very similar because the algorithm does not know our language. It doesn't know singular and plural. It doesn't know that roof, roofing, and roofer are all related words. It does not know that company and companies are, essentially the same thing except more. So it's dumb like that, and it continues to look for things San Antonio roofer, roofing San Antonio, thinking that they are very different terms, which they are not to you and me, but we're human, so there you go. And sometimes, there we go. Can you claim a new roof on your taxes? Now these keywords are from a variety of sources. They're from Google searches. They're from you and your competitors' websites. And they are from the company, or excuse me, the areas that you serve. So San Antonio, if you have any neighborhoods that you serve, like can you safely walk on a roof? That's one. A lot of them are things that I don't ever say because they're not part of my industry. I would never ask if I could walk on my roof because that does not interest me to do that. So safely or not, I would never ask that question, but you guys probably get that question more than you'd like. Now, the next thing I need to show you is backlinks. Backlinks is where a different site lists you, and there is a link back to your site. So for instance, Yelp, if you have that profile and put your URL in that profile, then there is a link back to you. That's a backlink. Now, what we're really interested, though, is in the number of domains that link to you. You have 231, Cloud has 136, which just goes to show you how much more important the words are, because at their base, Google searches are word searches. They are looking for words. Here are their the sites that they are on. Well, Constant Contact, that's kind of a, I don't even know how to describe it, but Homestead is one that is roofing related. Proven Expert, Yellow Pages, Porch.com, Super Pages, Wikipedia. How'd they get on that? That's a good one. Owens Corning, because obviously they use Owens Corning products. If you use GAF or Owens Corning, you can probably get on their sites too. It would be worth it. Chamber of Commerce, 82. Now, these scores here that I'm looking at are what they call the domain rating, and that is the strength of a domain's backlink profile, meaning a lot of other sites refer to homestead.com, and that gives them a rating of 91 on the scale of 0 to 100. Your backlink profile is, your DR is 18, which is really great. These other ones here are in the 90s because thousands and thousands of other pages refer to them. Why does Google want you to have these? Because they are shallow. They think the more people that talk about you, the more important you must be. So every link that goes to you makes you more important in the eyes of Google. And they want to send their clients, their search clients, to places that people have already been and enjoyed. So that is the basis for that. And here's what it all comes down to. Your keywords and your backlinks served to give you 754 visitors last month. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad number. It's actually a really good number, and it's up 271 from the month before, so you're on a nice trend. Here's what Cloud had, 4,500. Now, that is a huge jump. It's more than 4 times that, almost 5 times more than what you had. Ahrefs does a lot of research in regions and industries. They figure the value of your 754 visitors, some percentage of those turned into a request for an estimate and turned into a customer and probably came out to about $5,600 in profit as a result of, or business, I should say, not profit, but a business from these 754. And here's what Cloud had, 40,400. Now, that's all because of their placement here, right at the top. Now, I'm going to do something. I want to scroll down and see where A-TEX is because I do not know off the top of my head. I did not scroll down that far. But I want you to think about your own Google search habits when I'm looking for your website because, when you're scrolling for something, when you have typed in a query on Google and you're looking for something, there you go. How far down do you scroll before you say, you know what, I probably got it? I don't need to scroll any further. From here on up is fine. Let me show you how far down you are. Would you have scrolled down that far to look for a roofer? Most people do not. Most people don't make it past this, related searches. So that's a really good reason. Being at the top of a Google search is money in the pocket. So Jeff, thank you so much for watching this. I'm just going to summarize. First, Google Business Profile. Second, more and better keywords. And third, more and better backlinks. Now, those are 3 things that you can implement right away. You can call your designer and figure out what those are and put them on your website. But we can also help you make these changes because we have the tools to do that. Now, the goal would, of course, to be get you more customers. That's what the bottom line is. You can do all that stuff, but if it doesn't give you more customers, then why do it? So Eric is going to be back in touch and get some feedback from you about the video that I just made. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, Jeff.